Well, we can finally say it. The and is something you try to establish at this stage.
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving is out there with Thompson. Then it's Derek Lively. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Banks in at the small forward. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. And Davis pulls it down. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Irving. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Thompson outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Thompson's got 6.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
There's a screen by Aldama. The 3 from Morant. And the 3 ball is good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here is Irving. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Wells kicks to Morant. Puts it up from 15. And Lively pulls it down.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
The shot's good from Banks.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Morant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he's looking pretty much unstoppable. Morant making the defense regret that physicality.
First team foul. At the line for Memphis. Shot Morant. Shooting one.
Morant, no good on the free throw. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Wells, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, What makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And so he makes both from the line.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant against Irving. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. And it's Irving with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
A defender has Irving closely covered, but he's just so determined to get through the contact and to the bucket.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In third, the Mavericks. Fifth best, the Grizzlies.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
Wells with it. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Aldama. Jackson with it. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Great showing for him last season. And amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And he was a shot-blocking machine last season for sure. As you said, top 5 in the league. He gave ground to absolutely no one. Here's Irving. Pass to Lively. Thompson outside. On its way from Irving for 2. Aldama with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Now here's Jackson. Shoots over Banks. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. Davis has the open look. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, Morant knows his teammates rely on him to find them. Terrific pass right there.
Banks passes to Davis. Back to Banks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Pass to Thompson. Dallas moving the ball around.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Unable to get that one. Morant looking around. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yes, sir. Jackson Jr. flushes.
Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside Irving. Outside Davis. Thompson outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Thompson's got 9.
And Thompson thrives.
Pass to Morant. Takes it off the glass. And it's 7 points for John Morant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Grizzlies making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Outside, Davis. To the middle. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
And for his position, Davis, a solid distributor. He's one of the league's most unique players.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Cleveland Cavaliers are not complacent. They are already making transactions. They wanted to bring in a steady veteran presence, and nobody fits that bill more than Drew Holiday, the championship pedigree we know about. Not to mention he's a lockdown defender. This guy's a winner, and it's a move that should pay dividends right away.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated.
And the agility to go with those long strides. Once Davis puts his head down, it really forces the defense to get aggressive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Jackson. Feed away. And Davis pulls it down. Dallas leading by 3. Christie with the screen on Anthony. Here's Davis. Good. Nice job down low. Davis has got 6 points.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
And the rejection by Jackson. Pippen with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Here's Marshall. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Davis inside. He's against Clark. Gafford. It's Trent on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Marshall. Some last season stats for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Here's Irving. Drops it in from 11 feet. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
His goal is to make an impact all over the floor. Irving can be a headache from mid-range.
Here's Roddy. And the rejection by Gafford. Dallas moving it around. And Marshall kicks to Irving. Pass to Washington. Now Trent. 6 to shoot. And here is Marshall. Edey with the rebound. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Anthony's checked in for Memphis. Mavericks leading by 7. Trent passes to Marshall. Back to Trent. Grizzlies with the rebound. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first game of the NBA's regular season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Irving kicks to Washington. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for Dallas. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Dallas?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
On the court for the Mavericks. Big man on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Then it's Gary Trent. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Marshall in at the 1 spot. Irving against Morant. Bucket is good. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And the first one drops. You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Irving surveying the floor. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 9.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the 3.
Morant outside. Clark sets a screen for Morant. Back to Pippen to the inside. Out to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. To stand, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad. Cole Anthony, he has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
That's good from Anthony.
Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball, but he deserves more credit for his defense. He's a high-energy player who likes to make things difficult for opposing guards.
And Anthony drops them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Irving against Pippen. For this screen on Pippen. Down low. And Gafford throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Edey. Out left to the wing. A crossover. Morant dishes to Clark. A rebound by Washington.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Screen by Gafford. Anthony against Irving. The Grizzlies pull it in. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Edey, and then jammed down as he goes right over Daniel Gafford.
Smart pass by Anthony. He has that good sense for when he should look to dish.
Irving against Pippen, and that one's good. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for Dallas.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pippen finds Anthony. Clark a screen on Trent to the paint. And it's Clark with the jam.
Guys, I like that decision from Cole Anthony. You expect that from the son of an NBA player.
Pass to Irving. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%, 5 of 10. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 10-point game. Clark right side. The lead now cut to single digits. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.